Hey there internets, I'm Michael and today on Toucan Play That Game we're going to play a game of Terraforming Mars by Stronghold Games. And if it's between the 1st of December and 21st of December 2016, do be sure to click the link in the description for a chance to win this game. We are all set up for a two-player game. I'm going to be this blue beginner corporation over here, and playing with me as the red beginner corporation will be Pixel. Now we've randomly determined that I am the first player. So normally the start of a generation you would do player order where you pass first player token and then do your research phase, but because this is the first turn we skip that. That's already been done in the setup, which is all done and ready, so we jump straight in to the actions. And as first player, my first action is going to be a standard project, sell patents. So I'm going to sell 5 cards, getting me 5 mega credits. And my second action, I'm going to play a card, artificial photosynthesis, which costs me 12 megapixels and allows me to increase either my plant production by 1 or my energy production by 2. I'm going to go for plant production by 1. So that's my 2 actions. Now over to Pixel, whose first action is also going to be sell patents, and she's going to sell 6. So I'll get her 6 mega credits. Then with her increased funds, she will buy a card. She'll buy Dust Seals for a whopping 2 mega credits. And she can play this because there are currently no oceans out and it's a maximum of 3. And this will give her 1 point at the end of the game. So back to me. And my first action is going to be to play Soletta, which costs me 35 mega credits, so everything I've got, but increases my heat production by 7, taking me up to 8 on my heat production. Oh, and then my second action, I'm just going to pass. I'm done for the round. And now that I've passed, Pixel can just do as many actions as she wants. And she's going to start with playing a card. She's gonna, it's maximum 9% oxygen, so we're within that, and it costs 16 to play Coppola City. So she places a city tile and then decreases her energy production by 1 and increases her mega credits production by 3. And her city can go just here, which will get her 2 plants, and we decrease her energy by 1 and increase her mega credits by 3. Then she'll play another card, this time a peroxide power plant, which costs her 7 and will decrease her mega credits production and increase her energy production by 2. So -1 plus 2. And finally, with what's left of her mega credits, she'll play her final card, which is an ice asteroid. So this allows her to place 2 oceans, and because it's got the arrow, it gets flipped over. And they'll go here, giving her 2 cards, and here giving her 2 plants, which increases her terraforming rating by 2 to 22. And she then passes, so that's the end of the actions. So production, neither of us have any energy to move across in this first generation. So let's see, what am I gaining? Well, my TR is still only at 20, my mega credits production still only at 1, so 21. Then 1 steel, 1 titanium, 2 plants, 1 energy, and 8 heat. And Pixel gets, well, she's got a TR of 22, plus 3 is 25 mega credits, 1 steel, 1 titanium, 1 plant, 2 energy, and 1 heat. So that's the end of production and the end of the generation. So we're on to our second generation. And the first thing we do is pass the first player token to Pixel. And then it's time for research. So in the research phase, each player gets given 4 cards. They then look at these cards and decide which they're going to keep to buy. Each card they choose to buy is going to cost them 3 mega credits. So as player 1, we'll start with Pixel. She's going to look at her cards here. Okay, she will discard 2, buy 2. I've done that the right way around, yeah. So that's going to cost her 6. Then for me, the 4 cards I've got are Ecological Zone, which you need to have a greenery tile to play, and then you place a special animal reserve nearby, and whenever you play animal or plant things, you get more animals, and they'll get you points at the end of the game. Artificial Lake requires it to be -6 degrees or hotter, so we're quite far away off that, and it just allows you to place a lake and is worth a point. Cloud Seeding requires 3 oceans out. We've already got 2, so we're very close to that. And you reduce your mega credits production by 1, and 1 person, any player, because it's red bordered, heat production by 1, and increase plant production by 2. So I like that. And then we've got the Black Polar Dust, no requirements. You get to place an ocean, so that would give me the 3rd ocean for that. And it reduces my mega credits by 2, but increases my heat by another 3. So I like that, as well as getting that ocean out. So I think we'll go with these 2 and discard these. So that'll cost me 6 as well. So add those 2 to my hand, which already contains Adaptation Technology, which has an effect that allows me to reduce or increase requirements when playing cards. A GHG producing bacteria, which allows me to produce bacteria that will increase the temperature, but that requires 4% oxygen, so I haven't been able to do that one yet. And we've got the imported nitrogen, which will increase my terraforming rating, give me plants and microbes and animals. So there's quite a lot going on there, but I want to have the cards to put those plants and animals on really before I play that. Speaking of playing, it's now time for the actions, starting with Pixel, whose first action is going to be playing a Mole Hole area card, which costs her 20, and because it's a building, she's going to use 2 from this, and then 18 mega credits, so that's paid up. This increases her heat production by 4, taking her up to 5. And she places the Mohole tile on an area reserved for ocean. And she's going to go for this space just here next to this ocean. So that'll give her 2 plants. And she's then going to not take a second action, so handing over to me. And my first action is going to be to convert 8 heat here to increase the temperature, which puts it up to -28, which puts my terraforming rating up to 21. Then my second action, I'm gonna play Black Polar Dust, costing 15 mega credits, which allows me to place an ocean, and I'm gonna place it just here, getting me 2 plants. Again, putting my terraforming up to 22. And then I reduce my mega credit income by 2, so I'm down to -1, and increase my heat by 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm up to 11 on my heat production. And it's back to Pixel, who there's not really a lot she can do, so she's going to pass, making it my go. And again, I can't really do much, so I'm going to pass, meaning we're into production. So we both move our energy into heat. And we both have terraforming rating of 22. Pixel then has +3, so she's getting 25 mega credits again. 1 steel, 1 titanium, 1 plant, 2 energy, and 5 heat. While I only get 21 mega credits, because despite having the same TR rating, I've got much less mega credit production. Then we've got 1 steel, 1 titanium, 2 plants, 1 energy, and 11 heat. So, production done. We change first player over to me, and then we move into our next research phase. So the 4 cards I've been dealt, we have Shuttle, requiring 5% oxygen, and it has the effect that when space cards are played, they're going to be cheaper, which is pretty good. It does reduce energy production, but it increases mega credit production where I'm struggling, so that's quite useful. This Subterranean Reserve allows you to place an ocean just for a cost of 14 if you include the cost of the card. The Tundra Farming is a quite difficult one because it needs temperature up to -6. We're a long way off of that. But it does give 2 points, which is nice. The Capital is really expensive, 26 mega credits. Requires 4 oceans. We're nearly there on the oceans, but it's going to reduce energy by 2. I just feel this is too expensive. So I think we're just going to buy the one. We're just going to buy the Shuttle, which is a nice cheap option. And of the 4 that Pixel's been dealt, she is going to buy 1, costing her 3. So as first player, it's me to go first. My first action is going to be Cloud Seeding. We do have 3 oceans out, costing 11 and reducing my mega credits production by 1 and increasing my plant production by 2. And Pixel's heat production goes down by 1. And I'm not going to do a second action, so it's over to Pixel, and her first action is going to be to play a big asteroid. So this costs 27. She's going to cover 6 of that with her titanium, so she needs 21 more, and increases temperature by 2, taking it up to -24, meaning she gains a heat production, putting her back to 5, which also increases her terraforming by 2 to 24. She gains 4 titanium, and I lose 4 plants. Ouch! Okay, so what else is she going to do? Actually, she's not going to do anything. It's over to me. And the only thing I could do is convert heat into temperature, but I don't want to do that, so I'm going to pass. But Pixel isn't worried at all about doing it, so she will, taking it up to -22 and her terraforming rating to 25. And the final thing she's going to do is convert 8 plants into a greenery tile, which she'll place next to Coppola City here, gaining her a titanium and a plant. And of course raising the oxygen 1%, which increases her terraforming to 26. And then using her 5 titanium here, she's going to play Convoy from Europa with a cost of 15. And this allows her to place an ocean and gain a card. And Pixel likes the look of the Ius Kazama, which will gain her 2 plants. And of course, placing an ocean increases her terraforming rating now up to 27. And at this point, she will pass. So we're done with actions, onto production. So my energy moves over, and I'm now at -2, and I'm still only on 22 terraforming rating, lagging behind Pixel quite a bit. So I'm only getting 20 mega credits this turn. That's going down. That's not good. I need to up my game here. So 1 steel, 1 titanium, 4 plants, 1 energy, and 11 heat. Compared to Pixel's 30 mega credits, 1 steel, 1 titanium, 1 plant, 2 energy. Oh, I forgot to move that 2 energy over. And then 5 heat. And first player passes to Pixel. So we each get given 4 cards, and Pixel is going to buy, well, she's going to buy 2. And the 4 available for me, we've got Flooding, which allows you to place an ocean, and if you place it next to someone's tiles, they lose 4 mega credits. Strip Mine, which is really nice, but you lose 2 energy production, which I haven't got to lose anyway. Gain 2 steel and 1 titanium production, and increase oxygen by 2. But it's really expensive at 25. Then we've got nice cheap space mirrors here, which allows you to spend 7 to get a power plant. So that's just a reduced standard project then, once a generation. And then we've got this giant ice asteroid, which is so nice. 2 oceans, 2 temperature, and -6, but it's really expensive. But I have got that thing that's going to make space things cheaper, so I think I'm definitely going to buy these 2, I think. The question is, do I pay out and get the strip mine as well, knowing I'm not going to be able to play it for quite some time, but knowing that I'll be able to cheaply get energy up to do the energy cost? Oh, it's a very difficult decision, but I think I am going to go with it. So I'm going to get 3 of the 4, costing 9. Pixel's first action is going to be play a card. And she's going to go for the designed microorganisms, which need max temperature of -14, so we're okay on that, and cost 16, and gives her +2 plant production, taking her up to 3. Then her second action is also going to be playing a card. She's going to play Solar Wind Power, which costs 11, so she'll use titanium to cover 3, and then 8. And this increases her energy production up to 3, and gives her 2 titanium. Then over to me, and I'm going to use both my actions to convert heat into temperature. So we go up twice, gaining me a heat production, and also, of course, 2 terraforming rating, putting me up to 24. And then Pixel will pass. So I will play a card. I'm going to play Adaptation Technology. So this is going to cost me 12. There we go. And I don't have much left. So the only other thing I'm going to do is convert another 8 heat to increase the temperature, taking me up to 25 terraforming. And I'll then pass. So on to production. So I'll move energy over. So Pixel still only has 27 terraforming rating plus 3, so she's getting 30 again. 1 steel, 1 titanium, 3 plants, 3 energy, and 5 heat. And my production's a bit healthier this time because my terraforming rating's up to 25, so my -2 means I still get 23. Bit shy of Pixel's 30, but it's better than it was. And then 1 of each of those, 4 plants, 1 energy, and 12 heat. Then we pass first player, And on to research. Okay, so the 4 cards we've been dealt. We've got herbivores, which requires 8% oxygen. We're really not getting any oxygen out at the moment, so I don't think that makes any sense whatsoever. Mining expedition, it's not expensive, and it would give us some oxygen, and it would hinder Pixel, because we could take some of her plants, increase our steel. Sounds good. Power grid, it's quite expensive. It'd be good if we had a lot of energy tags, because you're increasing energy production for the number of energy tags. We don't have any, so that would just get us 1. That's really bad value. Special design, which will allow us to do the next card at a reduced... and it's got a science tag. So I think we'll go for these 2 at a cost of 6 and just ignore those. Pixel, she's been given 4, we'll buy 3. So that'll cost her 9. My first action is going to be convert heat into temperature. So that will raise the temperature to -14 and give me another terraforming rating. And I'll then convert plants into a greenery tile, which, as I don't yet control any tiles, I can put pretty much anywhere. So I'm going to go here, getting me 2 plants, and of course raising the oxygen to 2% and giving me another terraforming rating. So I've caught up to Pixel, I'm up to 27. Then Pixel is going to play fusion power, which requires 2 energy tags, which she has there and there. And this will cost 14, but it's a building, so she's going to use free steel as 6. So she just needs to use 8 of her mega credits. And this will increase her energy production by 3, putting her up to 6. Then she's going to play a comet. So she's going to use 9 from titanium and then 12 mega credits. And this will increase temperature, place an ocean, and remove 3 of my plants. So temperature becomes -12. The ocean she'll place just here, gives her a plant. And of course, increasing the temperature and placing the ocean, each increases her terraforming rating, putting her at 29. And then me. For my first action, I'm going to play the GHG producing bacteria card. This does require 4% oxygen, but because of the adaptation technology card, I can increase the current 2% oxygen to 4% so that I can play this. And this is going to cost me 8 mega credits to play. And then I think I'm going to hand back over to Pixel, who will convert plants into a greenery tile, which she'll place next to Coppola City here, gaining her 2 plants, increasing the oxygen to 3%, and of course increasing her terraforming rating to 30. And her second action will be converting heat into increasing the temperature, taking it to -10 and her terraforming rating to 31. I'll then add a microbe to my bacteria here, which is an action to do so. And then I will play a card. And I'll play shuttles here. Use 3 titanium and 1 mega credit. And because of the plus or -2, the 3% oxygen is enough. So this reduces my energy production by 1 and increases my mega credits by 2. And more importantly, space cards now cost 2 less for me. So it's then over to Pixel, who will actually pass, so it stays with me, and I'll play another card. I want to play Space Mirrors at a cost of 1 because of my shuttle. And I'll then play a mining expedition at a cost of 12. So this will increase the oxygen to 4%, giving me a boost to 28 on my terraforming rating. And it will remove 2 plants from Pixel and gain me 2 steel. And then I'll pass as well. So on to production. So we move energy, and my terraforming rating is 28. I've no longer got a minus there, I'm just on 0. So I get 28 mega credits. And then I get 1 steel, 1 titanium, 4 plants, no energy, and 12 heat. And Pixel is on 31 terraforming rating with her +3, gets 34 mega credits. She's getting 1 steel, 1 titanium, 3 plants, 6 energy, and 5 heat. Oh, and I should have moved the 2 energy that was there over. Sorry, 3 energy that was there. There we go, that's better.